Welcome back, dear students. Now we are gonna to discuss the factorizing trinomial in the form of ax² plus bx plus c. And when we are saying trinomial, we mean that the expression is consisting of three terms, which are x² plus bx plus c. First of all, we have to know the steps of factorization, which are: number one, arrange the power of the unknown x. Number two, if we have a common factor, we must get rid of it or by taking highest common factor. Number three, open brackets to make the factorization. Number four, to check out our solution. First of all, if we have a trinomial like x² plus bx plus l8. Here the terms of this trinomial are arranged descendingly. x², x here is in the power of 2. Next, x is the power of 1, and 8 has no x. Okay, so the trinomial is arranged. Number two, the highest common factor. Here the coefficients of this term 1, 6, and 8. There is no common factor. Okay, now we are going to open these brackets. x² coming from x as a product of x and x. What about 8? 8 comes from 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. How we can determine the suitable factors of 8? 1 and 8 or 2 and 4? If we have the last term is positive, that means sum and same. What does it mean? Same that the two brackets have the same sign. Sum, I need to choose two factors. Their sum equal to the middle term. So 2 and 4, sum of these two terms is 6. So they are suitable for my factorization. And they have the same sign, which is positive, plus. Number 4, we can check x times x is x power 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Here is 4x and 2x. The sum of them is 6x. So we do this factorization in a correct way. Number 2, we have here x² plus 5x plus 6. Also, the power of x is arranged descendingly, and I haven't any common factor. x² is coming from the product of x and x. What about 6? 6 is the factors are 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. How I can determine the suitable factors of 6? I have here to look into the middle term, which is 5. Also, this positive in the last term, we said that it means sum and the same, that the two brackets have the same sign of the middle, so it's positive. And the sum, I need to take two factors. The sum of them is equal to 5, which are 2 and 3. Number 4, check really if x times x is x power 2. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. The middle 3x and 2x, their sum is 5x. Okay. What about factorizing the form of x² plus bx minus c? If the last term is negative, how can I do this? Okay. Exercise number 1. If we have x² plus 2x minus 8, the power of the x is arranged correctly. Also, there is no common factor. By opening two brackets like that. x² is coming from x times x. 8, the factors of 8 is 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. How I can choose or determine the correct factorization of 8? Okay, we found that the last term is negative. That means different. What does it mean, difference and different? Different, it means the two brackets are different sign. one of them is positive and the other is negative. So how I can determine that? By looking for the middle term, it is positive. So I need the difference between 2 and 4 is 2. The difference between them is 2. So they are two suitable factors, 2 and 4. Okay, I need that the middle here is 2x, the means, and the extremes is 4x. I need the difference between them is positive. So L4 is big. So the bracket of 4 is positive and the another bracket is negative. We can explain another example as here is number 2. The power of x is arranged descendingly and there is no common factor. By opening two brackets like that, x squared is coming from x times x. Factors of 6 are 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. How I can determine which one is suitable? 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. The last term here is negative, so it means different and difference. I need 1 times 6. Why? Because the difference between them is equals 5. So 1 and 6. Okay, different, it means the two brackets have different sign. One of them is positive and the other is negative. Is negative. Okay, how I can determine which of them is positive and which of them is negative? I must multiply the means and the extremes. The product of means here is 6x. The product of extreme is 1x. The difference between them is negative 5. Is negative 5. So the negative must be with 6 and 1 is positive. Okay, by checking out my my answer, x times x is x squared, 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. Here is negative 6. Here is negative 6. Okay, so the two brackets are x minus 6 and x plus 1. X times x is equal to x squared. Negative 6 times 1 is equal to negative 6. The means here, the product of means is negative 6x. The product of extremes is 1x. The sum of them is negative 5x. Okay, in exercise number 3, we are dealing with different form or different exercise of factorizing trinomial. Okay, we have here x squared plus xy minus 12y squared. Also, the power of x is arranged descendingly from this side, x squared. The next term is x, and there's last term there is no x. And the y, also the unknown y, is arranged descendingly from the right hand side, y squared. Then y then in the first term there is no y. Also, there is no common factor, so we are going to factorize directly. Opening two brackets, x squared is coming from x times x, y squared is coming from y times y. What about 12? 12 is 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. How we can choose the suitable product? By looking to the middle term. Here is the sign in the last term is negative, so I need the difference between the two factors is 1. So I will going to take 3 and 4. Also, this negative in the last term means that the two brackets have different sign. How I can determine that? Okay, here is the means is 4xy and the extremes is 3xy. I need here the middle is positive, so I must put positive at 4 and negative at 3, because the sum of them will get to be xy. So the first bracket is positive and the second bracket is negative. Okay, last one we have here something different. 3x squared minus 48 plus 18x. This trinomial is not arranged correctly. We have to arrange it first of all. Okay, by arranging the unknown x in the descending form of the power, so we have 3x squared plus 18x minus 48. Also, we have 318 and the 48. We can take highest highest common factor, we can take highest common factor. Okay, we have here common factor which is 3. Okay, by taking highest common factor and making a division, x squared plus 6x minus 16. Now we can factorize this trinomial 3. Okay, x squared is coming from x times x, 16. Okay, if we have here 16 is coming from the product of 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and 4 times 4. 4 times 4. How I can choose the suitable factorization or the suitable factors? By looking for this, the sign here is negative, so I need the difference between them is equal to 6. So I will going to take 2 and 8. 2 and 8. Also, this negative means difference. The two brackets have different sign. One of them is positive and the other is negative. Okay, by making multiply of the means and the extremes, the product of means here is 2x and the product of extremes is 8x. Okay, I need that the big is positive, so here we will put positive sign in front of 8 and negative sign in front of 2 to make the sum of them, the sum of these two products is equal to 6. So 8 will be positive and 2 will gonna to be negative. We can check our answer. X times x is x squared times 3 is 3x squared at the first term. Negative 2 times positive 8 is equal to negative 16 times 3 is equal to negative 48. The middle, negative 2x and positive 8x, the sum of them is 6x times 3. It will be 18x. Thank you and goodbye.